All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Houston Texans. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Down, 50, plant.
Watch my board. I got one. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Snap.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Ready, break.
54. Mike 54. Not here.
Get it.
2nd and 14. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Sit up. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Sack, baby.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
54.
2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Hayes.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him.
Ready, ready.
Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Check up.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the set.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose 1.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Shoot.
Back to throw now on first down. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Let's go. 10 Tucson.
49's the money. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Snap.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll run the screen with Mack. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Right there. Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Come on.
Put up.
49.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is QT, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Go.
Mike front forward. Mike front forward. Mike front forward.
Watch the slant. Go.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Bravo.
49's the mic. Watch 40.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit want you all day.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 48-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. I'll go special. I'll go special. Go 14. 55, Mike, 55.
To throw on second and 6. Wilson, this complete to Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. Now Carson fumbles the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Green 80. Go 14. Lucky. Out. Check.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Brings up third down.
Green 15. Tight end right. Hey, we got good.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And his kick here is good. And they will jump out in front here with a very unusual scoreline of 3-2. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 15-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check. Flying 90. Check. 52. Come on. Alert.
On first down, Carson. And he loses the football the 2nd time. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Check. 280. 14. Check 24. Tight dog.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
65, 65. Good job right there. Good job right there. Switch. All right, guys. 4 down. Switch.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end. Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 31. Alert. Front it. Got.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Check. Watch the before. We ain't giving him nothing today.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 34-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, Charlie. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. Hey, watch it.
2nd and 1. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Let's go now. 60 or. Watch 54. Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 5-4. Go. Yeah. You don't want none. Hey, switch gears. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Results in a 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something.
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
First down, Seahawks.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 12. 55 to Marshall. 55 to Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves.
He's got a man complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give right side. Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They run it with Carson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
Man up, D. Man up, D. 36. Hey, alert.
Check four.
22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, Texans 5. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what the half...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now a give, right side. Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right, move 15.
Right there in the middle, 55. Warrior jump.
Set. Run left. Slam. Check 50.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Good.
Penny will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. Second and goal, and Penny standing. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Texans 5. Michael Vincent to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Hit it.
Second and 10.
Get ready.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. 30 base.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 44 yards.
Hey, C6.
First down. First
Right there,
and 10
54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Shoot.
Second and 2. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
54. Mike 54.
Hey, orbit.
All day, every day, any day. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 50.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Mullins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Get it.
They're going to look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Coming.
He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wilson. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
25.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
No. Watch the ship.
14. Got it.
Watch the ship.
Now Rashad Penny. A nice little juke. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch the screen.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Move the team. Left pass.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, and he rifles one incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 0.
Check back 33.
Let's go, D.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, zoom.
2nd and 13. It's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it.
They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Second and 9 now. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Five.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Come on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I know you felt that one.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
25, 25.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You got it. You got it.
It's second down and
10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Watch safety green.
36 power.
Safety.
Going left, going left. Good touch.
Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check, 55, come on. Going left, going left.
Time to go, night, night.
Wilson to throw. He's got Lockett. 23 yards, the final tally.
Play to win. Let's go.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Green 80.
Right there in the middle. 55.
Okay.
18.
Jim.
Hey, zero, touch.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Houston, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the